gonna be like front field نمشي بنوم تواب note you know what I mean. So yeah, we were talking about how far are we in Coptic? What are you able to comfortably do? Now you can actually look at paragraphs and paragraphs, and you will be able to map sentence by sentence. With some cleverness, you can actually tell where the word exactly is. So we're at this point. So we're actually pretty ahead. Okay, we're not halfway. We're 3 weeks away from halfway. We're about third way, but midsummer. There are 20 weeks left till. Actually, let's make it a little bit easy. There are 18 weeks left till the beginning of July, and there are only about 18 lessons left. So we will be done before July. And then we will be starting July, let's say 15th, that will be 14, 15, 16. So 16 we'll actually not have. And we will be off for about 2.5 months. So you can enjoy the rest of your summer. And then we'll reconvene again, probably. Once someone gets closer to summer, we'll know a little bit more. But we'll definitely have a summer break.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case you want to plan your travels. End of the summer is the best way to plan your travels. That's it. And yeah, you can read Coptic now. You may not understand everything. And then once we cover adjectives, I think in the next lesson or the one after, you should be able to actually figure out most constructions. You'll be like, okay, I don't know what ⲉ means, but you'll know very well this is the sentence. You can deduce every part in the process of elimination. Okay, you can figure out what this means. We're at this stage of reading, so we're actually pretty good. Not fully comprehension, but at least you can map sentences. Like I know you can tell this is sentence number 4 in English and this is sentence number 4 in Coptic. All right, with that intro, any questions about anything before we jump into the homework? Okay, I'll take that as y'all are doing great. Okay, let's start with the homework. Oh, I should have done that. Every week I say I should have done this earlier. Window, here we go. Okay, let's start with Ben. Do you want to go? You haven't gone first in a couple of weeks, I remember. So you can go.
Okay,
now.
sure, sounds good.
Let's do, I don't know how many we have. Let's do 4 each.
Okay.
3. Let's do 3.
Okay, sounds good. So Pishai et half, or no, Pishai et afshopi amal.
Remember that in this exercise 1, we're not doing full sentences, they're phrases.
Okay, great.
So don't
So
worry.
this is the relative pronouns. And shy means a bunch of different things. I think as a noun it can mean nose, but I'm not sure if that's right here. So
I don't remember nose. I don't remember. Could be. But usually in this book it would mean feast. And we said
it means feast.
Etymologically come from rising.
Right, yeah, and the verb means shy is rise, so that makes
Yes.
2 vocab things helpful.
Bohairic is sha without the iota.
Yeah, I think there's a list of body parts at the end of for the vocab for this past chapter that was kind of long, and shy I think was a nose.
Okay.
So like there's another meaning, but okay. So
I was told by someone about this. Someone's daughter is shy, and I said, "Wow, it means rising." And feast, she said, also means nose.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
Yeah, please don't name your kids shy because in English it does not mean rise or feast.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So the shy at afshopi amal. So the feast which which he celebrated there. I'm not sure what Shopi is. I'm sorry.
So Shopi is happen, like just happened.
Happen. Right, it's from Capri. Okay, right. The feast which happened there.
Yeah, good. So what does F refer to?
The subject.
Yeah, what is the subject? Like refers to what?
Oh, the feast.
Yes, perfect. Yeah. So remember in Coptic, if you do et, whatever you just et it has to come after somewhere.
Right.
Doesn't be subject, but can be the object, can be anywhere.
Right.
Which happened there.
Has the same gender and number as the subject, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Next one.
Right. So Pietronos et Hemsi Ejof or Ejof.
Mhm.
So the throne which he sat on. Or
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that was great. Which he, that's not the throne, he sat on, and the F refers to Pithronos.
All right, and then the Pio et Ale or Ali Ejof. So the donkey which he mounted or got on.
Very good, but wrong subject.
Oh shoot! Okay, not donkey.
Wrong subject.
Oh,
Object.
which I got on, or which I
Yeah.
mounted. Okay, nice.
I mounted on it, and it, the F refers to. All right, that was awesome. David, you want the next three?
All right. Pihat itaitne. The silver which I gave, and then ne. Don't know about ne. I want to say them, but
1 second. I feel there could be a typo. Do you think there's a typo, or you don't think there's a typo?
I'll be honest. I looked up ne just to see if there's any other form of ne, at least.
Not that. Let me fix the typo quickly. Here we go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I also did notice that.
Also, I'm not sure if it's dative or TAFE. Maybe after we're done, you can check if it's TAFE. I have a feeling it's just TAFE, not dative. The T is only for I and other things, but not F. If you can double check for us after you're done. Okay, the silver. Let's do it one by one. The silver.
The silver which
okay.
I gave.
I gave. Say it. Okay. What's ne?
You? Okay.
Yes. Nathan? And then now. This is the indirect object. I gave you. So he's talking to a female.
All right.
All right.
Nihitor etanchitu entot. The horses which we took from him, or took to him.
No. What's two?
A?
Yes. So what's ento? So this is not etot. This is entot.
Oh, from. I did have it right.
Yes. From him. Yes. All right.
All right. Nisheri etao moshi ensof. The sons went after them. Right?
The sons what?
The sons who essentially went after them.
Walked behind or followed?
Followed.
Followed who?
Him.
Yes, followed him. All right, great. Thank you. And if you can check for the date for us, if it's dative, let us know. But otherwise, I think it should just be TAFE for question 4. Peter, the next three.
All right. So T-Sherry Shoni. The daughter who got sick.
Yeah, perfect. And if it makes more sense to you, it's البنت اللي عيت. So shown as a verb.
Mm,
Got sick. So it works
Mhm.
beautifully with Arabic, with Egyptian. All right, next one.
Pierre eta bihelo sof. So the wine,
Mm-hmm.
which the elder or monk drank.
Yes. Drink it. Okay. For translations, guys, use like drank it that he did, just so we emphasize. And then you can also always say, and it refers to the wine. So just make sure we all understand.
Gotcha. Which is not which not necessary in English, but
Yeah.
you would do it in Coptic.
You do it in Coptic and you do it in Arabic. The wine that the guy sherbo.
Sherbo.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just say drink. Yes. So
Gotcha. T ishtain etasias. The tunic or garment which
the next cut.
she what does that mean? Yes, it must be like put on, or like,
No.
I don't know. That is.
So do you know this verb? Yo.
Yeah.
Yo is wash.
Wash. Okay. I didn't know that.
So wash.
Wash.
And this is in the pre-pronominal form. So the full form is yo, which is the same word as donkey, but also
Gotcha. Okay, so which she washed it.
Yes.
Like, I want to repeat it.
Okay. Amazing. Wow, he goes into English numbers. Okay, I'll do 3 quickly. Nisaji etavjo emos. So the words which he said them. Niromi entanai ero. The men. That. Just do that. We nai is actually have mercy, or yarham, have mercy on them. So tishimi etasmisi emmo. Timi etasmisi emmo. Yes. So the woman who she refers to the woman. Misi is give birth. Walada. Emmo, you to a feminine because it's missing the ending. That's it. David. Ben, sorry. Ben.
Also,
Yes.
it is TAFE, not Tate.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, remember TAFE, but cheat and shit do take a tau, but TAFE doesn't. Awesome. Ben, next week.
So sure. So pima eta pim onokos enkot enchetif or enchetif.
Yes.
Right. So the place which the monk slept in it.
Yeah. Perfect. Next
Thanks.
one.
All right. So pietol et actif anai evol. So I think this horse, the plural this is singular of horse, right?
Yes.
Or no? Okay,
Yes.
cool. Is the plural etor with a omega?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm having trouble remembering that one, so I'm just trying to drill that in my brain. Okay. So the horse which sorry, moving. Sorry. The horse which you stole it or sorry, this horse which you stole it.
Wait,
I think.
and why is this?
Nigh. I wasn't sure what to do with nigh, so I'm guessing it's I guessed incorrectly that it's some kind of demonstrative pronoun. Like,
What comes after? If you have a
but that'll be
subject,
plural anyway.
if you have a subject and you have a verb, what comes after a subject and a verb?
Oh, I see. Okay, it'd be the object. Or it would be.
Which kind of object?
Yeah. Okay, right. I got it. Which for myself, it's an indirect object, or for
So,
me.
Why'd you say steal? I could be wrong.
Because of evol. But
Does it
I
say-
forgot the verb. So sorry.
So it would be like evil will probably mean it's like
evol.
take out or take away. I'm
Take
not
out. Okay. There's another one that was like evil, that was like put away, that meant to forgive. So
Yes, it's co-evil. Yes.
Callable, right?
Evil is to sell.
Yes. Yes.
Evil is sell, to give away, but not for free. Basically,
Yes.
that's how I'm trying to remember it. So
Which we sold it.
oh, right. Okay. I forgot it had that different form because I was expected to have the crossbar T. But in this form, before a pronoun, it has a different shape. Spelling.
Te and te.
That's right. Okay. Thank you. Great. Okay. So it's the horse which I sold for my, which you sold to me.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Do you think there's a way to imply giving away for something for free or without cost?
Yeah, I was wondering about that too, because it's an idiom for selling. Wonder if there's an idiom for giving stuff away for free.
Evil for free.
I guess you have to add extra words or add an adverb in there, like freely gave away or something.
Probably something along like without cost. If there's a word, a noun for cost, without a cost. So give out, sell without a cost, maybe.
Yeah.
Like adding a prepositional phrase like without something. Yeah.
Without a fee, cost.
Or an adverb like freely. Or,
Yeah, something like that.
I'm not sure. Cool. Sorry, one more.
One more.
Pijom, thank you. So pijom etarecha or etarekaf egen titrapidza. So the book which you, feminine singular,
Perfect.
put it on the table.
Which, all right, froze.
Oh,
But yes.
did it freeze? I said the book which you, feminine singular, put it on the table.
Put it. Yes, perfect. All right, next is David.
All right. Pot et daiso evol and het, which is my cup which I drank from.
My cup, perfect, which I drank from.
It.
Yes. All right, next one.
All right. Tiedrote et dafso evol and het. The milk which he drank from.
Yes.
It.
One more.
All right. Ni spedri et ancao and son. The friends which we left.
Yes, or abandoned.
Yeah.
So left behind, put behind, or abandoned. So I would say which we left behind us, just so I can bring back the us. So it makes more clear what the end refers to. All right, cool. Next is, let's go for 3. Nisaji et afrashi ejof, the words which he rejoiced over it. Is that a typo? 19.
I think we had that before with something singular referring to something that's
No,
plural.
that is a typo. It should be
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check the source.
Okay,
So
cool.
the word which you rejoice over it. All right. Tishimi etas ya nef chalauj. So the woman who who, and then she, well, not translatable, washed, and this is the pre-nominal form of yo, so there is no n. It'll be like his, not his. It'll be his, but it's plural. His feet. That'll be Mary's or Martha. Mary, I think. All right, one more, I think. Wait, that's 2021. Yes. Piso etaiso emof. The drink which I drank of it. Which I drank it. Just drank it. All right, next, Peter. Next three.
Pihat eta pen choice sheet no 10. So the silver or the money, right?
Yes.
Which pen, our Lord, our Lord counted it for us.
Not us.
For you.
Yes. Which you?
Oh, okay.
Which you?
Like plural.
Yes. So the money or silver, which our Lord or Master. Actually, Lord is probably better because we use Neeb for Master. Cheated, we counted or measured it. You said counted, right? Counted. Or also measured it. Measured it to y'all or for y'all. All right, next one.
Piromi etaku naf enif novi evil. The man who you is it left behind?
No. What's the preposition for ko? Like that's coming in this sentence. It's ko what? Like if you removed all the objects, what's the preposition for the verb ko?
Evol.
Yes. So what's ko evol?
Okay, ko evol. So forgive.
Yes.
The man who you forgave to him his sins.
Yes, perfect. And his sins. What's n? What's this n?
This is like a like for a direct object marker.
Yes. Perfect. Next one. Keep going, right?
Yeah, I still have one left.
Yeah.
So ni romi etavi harokhen p ejor. The man who came. I'm not sure. Is it Harok? Is like from ha, like
it's more like to you, towards you.
To you, okay. The man who came toward you in the or at night.
Yeah, in the night.
In the night.
Yeah. All right. Next one is Ben again.
Okay. Nisanu Nisanu et af meritu. So
just a small typo. I will not ask translation, but to make it Bohairic, you actually have to add an N right here.
Oh,
So-
Menritu.
So Menrit, and in it's Sahidic, it's Merit.
Okay, cool. And those both mean love in both dialects, right? Okay, cool. So the brothers who he loved, or
Whom,
Yeah. he loved them.
loved them. Okay, Stylus is dying, but we get it.
No worries. Okay. So P monachos et knau et pefho.
Mhm.
All right, I'm reading really slowly, guys. Sorry about that.
That's
Okay,
fine.
so
Good time.
the cool. So the monk who. Oh, okay. No worries. The monk who now that's whom you masculine you
Mhm.
man, this is not C.
Yeah, let's see.
It is C? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The monk whom you saw whom you looked at his
Yes.
man not house. His cell, his face.
Yes.
Okay.
Space.
Thank you. Thank you for the visual.
Re is cell. A is house.
Right. It didn't look like either of those.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. And then Nilaus et P Episcopos Shlel Joel.
Mhm.
So the people who the bishop prayed to them, or the people are for, I guess, the people
Sorry.
for whom the bishop prayed.
Whom the bishop what?
Oh, prayed
Prayed what?
for them,
Yeah.
Or-
Or over them.
over them, right? Okay,
So this is a gen.
more literally over. Yeah,
So you pray over your food. You pray over something.
right. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Awesome. Next we have David.
All right.
Wait, let me see how far we have. Oh, nice. We're actually doing very well. Today we're actually faster than usual. I mean, we also don't have to write full sentences. All right.
Ni matetes etaupot and sof, the students who they fled from or fled after.
Don't do passive. Sorry, do it again. The disciples that what? Sorry, the students that what?
The disciples or students that they fled or
I'll
ran,
say run. I would say probably run.
ran after.
Sounds like a typo.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
a little iffy on the fa
Yeah.
at the end.
It's this.
Or the knee versus B. Okay, the disciple that they ran after him.
Yes. Do you know who they're referring to?
No, I can't definitively say who.
That would be Saint Mark.
Mm.
Who they ran after him, and he left his tunic and he ran naked.
Mm.
In Gethsemane when they were capturing Christ.
Ah.
Okay, awesome. Let's next section.
All right. Net awe gentibaki et mau.
So again, not full sentences.
We're at full sentences.
Not full sentences.
Okay. The one who came, or the ones who came.
If you're reading Sahidic, you can say the ones. If you're reading Bohairic, you can be a little bit more explicit, not the ones. What's ni?
That
Yeah. So I would translate this better, like closer to the meaning.
that ones who.
Yes. So those that.
Okay, those that.
So those that?
Those that came in the city over there.
Came in what?
In the city?
How would you make use of etemau?
The city over there? Or there?
That city.
That city?
Yes. If you want to say this, the city is over there, just remove emau, because emau just means there. But which is there is just that.
Okay. All right. Pet afso evochen by apot. That one who drank from this cup or chalice.
Who drank? Do you know who that referred to?
I couldn't definitively say who. I could think of multiple different people.
I would say Judas.
Jesus.
Judas.
Judas. I think that's it for me.
All right. I'll do next three. Nieta uje naisaji. Those. That. So ni is those. Et is that. And then they refers back to those. J is said. It's the pre-nominal form of Joe. So Joe, J, and then Joe. Nai, these words. Fiet of nai. Oh, interesting. Fiet of nai. Wo of ti nai empioic. This is a typo. This is Sahidism. Yeah, I think I could be, there's 10% chance I'm mistaken. This is Sahidic for the Bohairic nay. So nai is Sahidic, Bohairic is nay. That'll be my guess. Feel free to fact check me. So with that, I would say fi etaf. So this or him, who, he refers to him, who. Nai is have mercy. So who had mercy. Nay will be on me. And he, again, and give me this bread. Any questions about this? All right. Nay is just an indirect object. This is for the indirect object, not for the demonstrative. Fi etas mi si emoi. So this who she gave birth to me.
I rechecked it is nay.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, it's one of the very few things that are different in both sounds. And you'll find in a few places where the alpha iota, not all the time, but sometime alpha iota becomes eta iota in Sahidic to Bohairic. So another example is mine. If you don't know Sahidic, just the eta, think of the eta, the A as it doesn't exist. In Bohairic would be meini. Not the most common, but it happens. With that being said, nai, which is like similar to pi, is still nai. So nai is nai when it's demonstrative. Okay, next is Peter.
Fietas se tef erot. Eroti.
Yes.
So that one who he drank or
yeah.
His milk.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. His milk. Next one.
Next is Nieta Shino Evol A 8 Polis. So these
Those.
those who oh, is it like go or
Yeah, the Shen is go.
okay. So what is o there? Like the
I don't remember what's it called. It's like reflexive or something. I don't know what the verb is called, but some verbs like shen and tone, which means rise, and kot, which means return, do take the subject as an object. So when you say Christos aftonf, it's afton f again. So he rose. He. It doesn't mean he rose himself. Doesn't necessarily mean this. Just a construction. Like if you just got up, you just say afton. Like I ton. Okay, you say aftonk. You say akshinok. So you went. The one that's actually cool is aktokk. So he turned himself because kot is turn, but akotek would be he actually returned. So this one is a little bit more. It just means they went, and then he went like by himself. Similar in French, I was thinking about it. It's like when you say "je suis allé," it's like I am being going, because like "je suis." If you take it literally, like I am being going. So same thing.
it's like a
You take
reflexive verb, right? Or
so don't think about it too much. Beside that's just how the verb works. It only works this way.
I mean, that concept is in Spanish too and French. So
I remember it was told in Spanish. Yes. But
so
much. Like it doesn't have a nuanced meaning that much.
So those who they went evil in out to the city.
Perfect.
Fiat of hon, ihon, iren, pifi. So that who I forgot what hon means.
Hon is approach, so hon is approaching to.
Approach. Oh, okay. That who he approached. He said into.
Yes. Like inside, like in. Like hon is inward.
Oh, okay. In. Iran Biffy. I'm not sure what Iran either.
So
mine now.
Ro is mouth. So Eren just means it also means door. So Eren is to the door of I don't know, it's not a door. Similar to Hiren, which also means door, except it means at the door. So this is at the door. This is to the door. So Eren just means like towards, but you know it's towards the door. So like a bomb doesn't go Eren because it just explodes. But a person goes Eren, so towards the door. But you don't translate as towards the door, you just say to. But it's implied that you're going through an entrance.
Got you. So you said it's similar to or like to Hiren?
They imply the same location, but it depends on like, are you at it or you're going to it? So just similar to Hijen and Ejen. So my fingers are jumping Ejen me. Right now, my fingers are Hijen me. You know what I mean? So right now they're Hijen. Right now it's going Hijen. It's Ejen. So similarly, if this is the door of my body, this is my fingers now going Eren. Once it's chilling there, it's Hijen. Hiren. So A always implies there's something going towards.
Like movement.
So yeah, like so once he arrives, he's now waiting. Hiren. Okay,
makes sense. Yeah, thank you for explaining.
Would you say A implies some sort of activity, or at least
it's two. It implies direction. It literally comes from exchange. Like there is an exchange, but it implies direction. Think of it as two. Okay.
So Biffy would mean his house.
Yes. All right.
Which into his house. So.
Next one is Ben.
Okay. So Piet of Wop, Emol or Emoy Haros. So he or
I think there is a typo.
that one. Oh, go ahead.
I
Oh,
think this is
Warp.
I think this is warp.
Warp. Okay.
Yeah, I
Warp.
think that's down at the hymn.
Right. I was wondering about that. It looked vaguely like, is that the one that means send? I'm trying to.
Yes.
So, okay, cool. Yeah, it did look kind of weird. So, I remember that was kind of tricky to pronounce earlier, so I wanted to make sure. Okay. It seemed too easy without that that consonant cluster.
There's another verb called whoop. Like we have a verb for this.
What is that?
Whoop.
Eat or no? Well,
No, that's wom.
Wom, right. What's the other verb mean?
Purify or cleanse.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we'll get to
Got
it
it.
at some point.
Got it. I don't think we've had that yet that I remember.
I don't think so.
Cool. Okay. So Piet of Warp Emoy Haros. So the one who or sent
Mm-hmm.
to me or sent something to me. Oh,
what are you saying to me?
oh, Emoy.
So send something.
Sent me.
Yes.
Okay, it's a direct object. Got it.
Yes.
Otherwise, it would be nay, right?
It would be nay. Yes.
Or
yes. That would be
nine ⲉⲧⲁ nay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool. Got it. Thank you. Okay, so the one who sent me Haros to it. I'm not sure about it. That's not
probably to her.
To her. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that works as a human in this case.
Okay. Hara, is that's not so that's not motion towards. Like
it's two words. It's like
to
go to. Yeah, it's a simple to. Let me
okay.
check if it's Sahidic for sharos. Let me check quickly. What is that?
Oh, it's related to ha, right? Because that's the extended form that has the preposition at the end, right? Or sorry, the pronoun on the end. Sorry.
The app is dead as weird.
Oh.
Can I still type? I can. Can I do anything else? I can't. Okay, let me close and open again.
Okay, sorry.
And close. And open. No, not here. Yeah, I saw it in the Sahidic. It's the equivalent of sharo, which is going up to someone. In his example, he's using haro, so I'm gonna assume this is like a unique Bohairic thing because I've seen harok before. I'm not sure.
I've seen ha mean another context means under.
Yes.
But it can also mean motion towards in some contexts like this.
Yes. It sounds like
okay.
If I go towards someone, I say harok.
Okay.
More than with the equivalent of Sahidic being sharok. It's just based on the examples that we see here.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Great. And so I think I have two more. Okay. So Piet of Merits.
Menrids.
Menrids, right. Okay. Piet of Menrids.
Mm-hmm.
So the one who or he who he who loved her.
The one, yeah.
The one who loved her, or that man who loved her.
Yes. So the one whom he loved, but you're speaking about a woman.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Cool. Great.
One
And
more?
then yep, thank you. Sorry, it's a very long day. Niet emo sotem or empusotem and nefsaji.
Mhm.
So those who empusotem, right? Those who they did not
Mhm.
happen or happen.
No, this is Sotim, not Shopi.
Shopi, right? Okay, sotem, not drink.
That would be so.
So and that wouldn't make any sense here.
Yeah,
So
difference is like the Sedim F, I think. What you guys call it?
oh yeah, listen or here. Thank you, Sejim. Right. Thank you. So those who they did not hear or listen to their words. Or
Yes.
his
Yeah.
words as well.
Not their word, yes. His word.
I don't know why there's a F there though.
This one?
Nefsaji. Yeah.
It would be his words. Because otherwise
Yeah.
that's the his, it refers to a person. So people who didn't listen
Yeah.
to God's words, the F refers to God.
Right. Okay. So those who did not listen to his words, referring
Yes.
to. I got it. Okay. Cool. It's not circling back to the subject of the sentence. It's someone else.
No.
Okay.
No.
Cool. Great.
Perfect. David, act 3.
All right. Net empoini mo evo. That those ones who did not, what was it? Does that come out? It is the ones who brought out the water.
There's no water here.
Isn't that what mo or mo is?
How can you can't have a word without an article? What is the article? What is the definite article?
The ones who didn't bring them out.
Yes. Also, inieval, if I vaguely remember, it means publish. So those who did not publish them.
All right. Pet hemsi hijen pef thronos into pef o. The one who, I'm forgetting hemsi off the top of my head. The one who something sits upon his throne of his glory.
Amazing. We are getting, yes, super close. All right. My hand is killing me. All right. Let's one more, right?
Yep.
Let's do 2 at a time. Let's keep the pace fast. So do 2, and then we'll keep moving.
All right. Asio empef ho nem nef mash. She washed his face with her and his ears.
And his ears. Yeah, good work.
Avchos je binau edrof. He said that MP the now. What is now? I can't.
Now is C.
See. He did not see him.
No, he did not.
Or I did not see him.
Yes. Okay, till the stylus decide to come back. I'll do the next one. Menensanai de asmisi injetisimi. So after these, she gave birth, namely the woman. Oh, it works. So that I didn't see him. So after these, and then they comes like, but after these, she gave birth, or she labored, namely the woman. Wow, very descriptive. Afrimi edve nefeshveri etaumu ejen pai moit. So Afrimi, so he wept. Edve is like more like about or concerning, so it'll be like he wept like about or for. Nefshveri, his friends. Etau, so who, like they. Mu, we that died on this road. Oh, so sad. Okay. Peter, next two.
Okay. By hello ze empef so evol gen be Arab. So this monk it's like but this monk.
Yeah. You can think of it as Arabic ba'a or amma. Ba'a or amma.
So it's like an interjection or like introducing.
Yes,
Okay.
and it's always the second word of a sentence.
Gotcha. So this monk, this monk who didn't drink.
Wait, there's no who didn't. We're past.
Oh yeah. Okay. But okay, did not.
So as for this monk or but this monk, he didn't.
He didn't. Yeah.
Didn't what?
Drink out from no. Sorry. Drink
Evolchen are usually together.
together. Okay. From
Yes.
the wine.
Yes. Perfect.
Menensa Pishai Tonf and Shenan evolved. So after the feast of the is this like ascension or I'm not sure.
Yeah. This is like a funny it's cool. Think of it as like his resurrection for the sake of. I'm not sure how accurate this is, but I think it's trying to say his resurrection.
As like a feast or like as a day or as an
Yeah,
event.
like a feast day. Yeah, I looked in London. It's like Shai Empress, so like the rising of the sun. I think he took it as like some pagan holiday, so he wanted to make it a Christian holiday. So he said Pishai Em Tonf. So let's fix the typo and just say this. I don't think it means feast, and it just means let's do this. Let's go with this.
I'm a pre.
Yeah, pre is sun.
Sun. Okay.
Yeah, and this is where it comes from, like Ra, like the Egyptian god, or Ramses. This is this Re.
Makes sense. So the feast of the
Not
sun.
really. So
I mean,
I wouldn't go with feast. I would go with
the rise of the sun. Yeah.
yes. That would make more sense.
Sunrise. Yeah.
Yes.
So after sunrise, we went out.
Yeah, we went out or left. Because we went away, if it is out or away, it just means left. Perfect. Next is back to Ben. Two more. Give me two.
Okay. Tisheri yo empes foi fen p mo m piaro or mfiaro. So let's see. Sherry. Okay, so the daughter let's see. The daughter washed the guessing it's a garment or clothes.
I think it's hair.
Hair. Okay, thank you.
You can fact check, but I think it's hair.
Yep, no, that rings a bell from the vocab. Introduced
Okay.
a lot of different things. Okay, thank you. So the daughter washed her hair in the water, that makes sense, of the river.
Perfect. And remember the daughter doesn't always mean like someone's daughter, it just means a child. That's the word you
Okay.
use. Like, say the child,
Or the
but you're saying
girl.
the
You could also
female.
probably say girl.
Yeah,
that would
the
work.
other girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So apiri shai echre or apiri shai echrai ejen pito or epto. The sun rose echrai up, I'm guessing, like dawn. Okay, thank you. The sun rose up upon or onto. Okay, that's fine. Onto the mountain.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. David, 2 more.
All right. Edve wa empeten ya netin ho.
You.
Hmm?
Not you, them. It's an ew for them.
Yeah.
Keep going. You got it.
Why did you guys not wash your guys' faces?
Yes. Perfect. Next one.
All right. Ojos nan je empen chitv. They said to us that we did not receive him or take him.
Yeah, that we didn't receive it. Yes. Perfect. All right, next two. Afsaj Neman is the nefsneu. Ete empui nemaf. Empui nemaf. Is we the word for distance? I think it's way. I think it's the one for distance. Empui nemaf. But I think we write it a little bit differently in Sahidic. I think. Let me check that vocab quickly. It's not here. Okay. Does anyone know Pui? I think it's okay, so he spoke with us about or concerning his brothers. Empui. Sorry. I was thinking of something else. My bad. That now makes sense. That or who they didn't come. My bad. Come with him. Okay. Apirishai wo Antonten Anshenanevo. So the sun rose and we got up and it's implied and we left. Anshenan, so just like tonten, shenan, this is just the subject being appended again to the verb. And then when you shenevo, it just means leave. All right, Peter, take us to the finish line.
All right, one more. So I saw them a naisaji in namash. So I listen to these words with my ears.
Sure. By. Yeah.
By, okay.
Yeah.
By
My ears. Amazing. Awesome. We are done. Good work. All right. The lesson actually for everything. Any questions? All right. I'll take that as a thumbs up. So, nothing really groundbreaking. Usually for the next little while, until we get to the second tense. And actually, what we're gonna be covering today is pretty simple. Just another way of doing things. Let's get started. Number one is the temporal. So it's not temporal, it's temporal. It literally it's a subordinate clause. Subordinate clause means it's not an independent phrase. It has to follow something else. And it just comes when you say, and the one we're gonna learn now is the temporal, which means when you say when. So when he came, I was sleeping. So in Coptic, you just don't say if he came or when he came. You have to make it a little bit bigger. So you say when he came has its own conjugation. So you use, let's make it a bit more organized. You use ⲉ. It's a bit confusing because it looks like which he did, but it's completely separate, it's completely different. It's not the same ⲉ, and it's actually a little bit easy to spot because you will start with a sentence with like ⲉ now erof. So if that's the beginning of a sentence, it can only mean when I saw him. In ⲉⲧⲁ, in case you're interested, it's actually a little bit better because it says it's ⲉⲧ, so it's its own thing. ⲉ and ⲉ are the same. This is in ⲉⲧ, and this is in Bohairic. Just for you to know. So if you're reading ⲉⲧ, and say ⲉⲧ, it's the same thing as we're learning in ⲉ. The conjugation is exactly the same as you would expect. Here's a list that we saw before. Same thing exactly. And it just means when something. So if I say ⲉ now erof, just means when I saw him. If you say ⲉ now erof, is like when you. Nothing unexpected here. The only thing you need to learn is it comes with ⲉ. Let's do a little bit more examples. So you would say, let's say, we would say ⲉ promi, sorry, sotem. So it'd be when the man heard, and then you can continue with the past that we learned. So when the man heard naisaji of potevol. So when he heard these words, he fled or he ran away. Again, nothing really groundbreaking. In here, we're gonna learn something new, which is using tem. So tem is, you can read on Discord, it's fresh on the Coptic channel now, of where temps come from. Tem is used to negate the infinitive, and we're gonna see it a lot. So whenever there's a conjugation like ⲉ, or I think if I'm not mistaken, also ⲉ, could be probably. You also use tem, and tem means tem would just negate the verb. It originally, you can trace it back apparently to Old Egyptian, and it comes from from the root of like to fail or didn't happen. But forget about the meaning. It's just when you see it, whenever you see tem somewhere, there's something being negated. So in our case, ⲉ becomes ⲉtemp. So it just looks like this, which if you think about it, it's actually ⲉ plus mp, because if you think about it, the ⲉ was plus a. So when you negate it, it actually becomes the same ⲉ becomes ⲉ, because that's actually how we do it in proper way, and then the a becomes mp. Nothing weird when you look at the conjugation. It's everything we've seen before. Just for you, in case you care about the ⲉⲧ part, the Sahidic also still introduces intem, the tem, except it would just use the enteri that we talked about, and just actually just use tem, and that's actually it. And then I say promi, and then promi sotem. Enteri tem, yeah. You actually, and then if you want to say I did not, you say just say enteri tem sotem. It means I did not hear. This is Sahidic. Don't worry about it. For our case, for Bohairic, just say etemp, and then whatever we used to from before. Does look like a past, but if your sentence start with etemp, also that's weird. You've never seen etemp before. Actually, you probably did, but it's pretty clear that because it's the beginning of a sentence. A few examples. So if you look at this, etai sotem epifechro, if the sentence starts this way, it can only mean when I heard his voice. There's only one way you can read this. So this is the fun part. It's not as confusing. But if you want to say pichro, so if I say pichro etai sotem, this can only mean the voice which I heard. So you can see a difference here. There is only one way you can read this. Yes, the word looks the same, but there's only one way to read it. That's the neat part. Any questions?
Just one double check about if it comes after a noun, the etai or the eta, then it's with, or so then it's a relative pronoun, so it's who.
Yeah.
But if it comes at the beginning of the sentence, it's when. So
yeah.
Just wanted to double check that.
Yeah, so you can also say like the time when so if you ever confuse, it'd be like, oh, what happens if I say the time when I came here? Well, it works both ways. I don't think that would be the case ever.
Right.
So, but it's a subordinate clause, which means it's an independent clause on its own. Etai,
Right.
when it's relative, it's not a subordinate clause. It has to come between two things.
Right.
So basically, if you're not sure, like you're confused, say, if I say etai sotem epifchro, that means, okay, it's a standalone sentence. It doesn't have a meaning yet, but it's a subordinate clause because you can basically. So this sentence actually isn't done. So when I heard his voice and heard and saw his face, something has to happen. So the sentence doesn't end. So like I ran towards him.
Got it.
So
it's basically it's a type of clause that the temporal clause is a type of clause that is almost always at the beginning, or it's expected to be at the beginning of the sentence.
Always at the beginning, yes. The book mentioned there are a few exceptions, but even in English, I say I ran when I saw him. So if I want to translate this, it will be like I put etai now erof. This can only be read in one way because there is no word around it. So, or like I ate the chocolate. Well, you can actually say let's try that. Let's actually try this. I warm MP chocolate. Etai shoni when I was sick. You can actually only read in one way. Can you guess why? Like you can't have two translations for this. Can you guess why? Can anyone guess why? There's only one way to read this. David, do you want to give it a shot?
I would say, I forget the name for it. After the shoni, there's nothing that it's, if the et and etai shoni was like a who, the thing after, there's nothing after for the et to be previous referencing to now reference.
Yes. So chocolate has to appear as a pronoun somewhere after, which it did not. Which means this etai can only means when. It will not be as confusing when you read because you kind of get used to it. But if you're analyzing it slowly, it can only be read in one way.
But if you had a sentence that was like, I ate the chocolate, which was delicious, the which was delicious would refer back to the chocolate. So I might
Yes.
be making it too confusing, but just for a counterexample.
So it'd be
Um,
like, let's say delicious is a verb. Let's say the verb delis. So
Right.
delis. I don't know. So it would be when he delis. Doesn't make sense. Like when he, or when it. I mean, you can. I mean, technically, you can find something that breaks the rule. It's like when the chocolate becomes delicious, I eat it. I don't know. The verb is becomes delis. So when it delis, I eat it. Or that it delis. Yeah, you will have to find that verb that can carry the same meaning in this specific circumstance, which I can't think of any. But yes, you can
Right.
fall into this, but I think you'll be fine in 99.9%
Yeah.
of the times.
It sounds like most of the situations are pretty easy to tell based on word order or context, if not.
You'll have no problem. If you sit in liturgy and it'll be like etan, like okay, it can only means when we sent, because it just starts with like etan. Okay. Any more
Great,
questions?
thank you.
Awesome. Let's go to the next part. The next part is just how Coptic presents itself in some wording, which is worse if you're doing Sahidic, but if you're doing Bohairic, it's actually a little bit nicer. So let's look at some examples. So payot kat emau. So wait, what was the status? Payot, my father. Kat is put me. So you can say like, yeah, he put me or left me there. And you can also say payot pe, if you remember from the early lessons, it is my father. So this is one is on its own is it is my father that, and then he is hidden, put me there. Because papyrus was expensive, and you probably would not have a glottal stop between pe etaf. This tends to be simplified to petaf, payot petaf. So this full sentence, hopefully it's written somewhere here. Yep, it will be payot petaf kat emma. If you're doing Sahidic, petaf can means two things. Pe etaf, a contraction like we saw earlier, or petaf, see pe, payot pet off, which is in Sahidic, it's actually fietaf. So lucky for us, this will never cause a confusion. The contraction in Sahidic it is. If you say payot petaf, it's payot. It could be payot pe. It is my father. Etaf, who did, or payot, comma petaf, the one who did. So it can be a little bit confusing. Actually, but you can get it from the sentence pretty easily. But in Bohairic, for us, it's actually very nice. Oh, he actually does mention the contrast. You would have to say fietaf. So you would know if my father, the one who did, use fietaf. But if you ever see petaf, remember in Bohairic, it's only a contraction between pe plus eta. That's just one thing to mention when you see it. It's common to write petaf. Any questions? It doesn't change the meaning whatsoever. It's just a way of writing.
Just double checking, it's the two epsilons getting merged together, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So to be more precise, it's payot pe plus etaf. These together becomes petaf. That's it.
Great, thanks.
That's it. Okay. And then here are some sentences that you can only use a lot. You actually see a lot with questions. Nim petaf or emok. So nim pe. So who? It is who. It is who that sent you. Or who. Think of the pe as being used in both ways. So it can be used here or used there. So upe. It is who. And then eta that put him. Or like that, sorry, give him to y'all, to them. So think of the A as used as a double agent for both sides, just because it's contracted. So all about here is just a contraction. Any questions? You'll see a lot of examples. It's not confusing. So I think it can be a little bit confusing until you get used to how it's structured. But I think there's only one way to do it. But when you see it's like, okay, you have to actually keep reading until you get which one it is. Doesn't make a lot of difference, but it's there. In Bohairic, it's actually simple. There's only one ⲉ that can exist. Okay. Now let's write sentences with. Now let's learn about sentences. So this is number 3. So this is 2. This is like chapter 2 or lesson 2. We're going to do 3. I think we'll only have 5 today, but they're short. This is how we write 2 sentences. 2 verbs in 1 sentence. So I want to eat, or here I want to give. You would use, if you say in English, it just happened to align very nicely with English. I want to give. What does give mean in Coptic? It's a. You can actually use a in Coptic in this case. So you can say, I want to give. So I want it to be I wish. Wish, similar to wish, means want. I wanted to give. You see here, give has nothing around it. T also has nothing around it. And other more questions like IE. So IE. So I, here's the I. Here's the came to speak with you. Very similar to English. It's very nice. When you have like a simple combination of verbs, I want to speak, I want to sleep, I love to eat. Can you say I love to eat? Yeah. Yes. Should be, I think. Or yeah. So here we can say in English, he sent me to, just like English, speak with you. So again, just a summary is you can have verb 1, a verb 2. So I can say I start a pray. So I start to pray. So this would be actually archery. Any questions? Okay, nice. 4th section, this is the last real section, is passive. Coptic, or in Arabic is mabni al-majhul. So Coptic doesn't have passive, despite using it quite a lot. There's no I was sent. There isn't this concept. The way you would do it is you would blame it on some random people. So if you want to say I was sent, you would say they sent me, without necessarily talking about a person in plural, without necessarily talking about more than one person. A very good example is I can show the. So actually, let's look at example first. Actually, so in the hymns, you say you were crucified. So there's no concept of you were crucified. You were crucified and saved us. You would say J. They crucified him. So they would be aw. Crucify him or crucified you. Let's say it will be ashk. And then aksoti emuf. Aksoti emuf. So you see here, we want to tell Christ, for you were crucified, but I would actually translate as for they crucify you, and then end you. So back to the subject becomes you, soti from save, M1, sorry. You saved us. It doesn't always mean plural, even though it's multiple people who crucified him, but you can actually say J. أو مصف and then aksoti, and then actually that's afsoti M1, which is different him. So J for أو they, mas is the pre-pronominal form of misi, which is give birth. So they, it's a lot of people, gave birth to him. And then you go back again, he, and he saved us. So the passive in Coptic, they did something. It can be confusing, but you get it from the context. Like if you can't think who the they is, there are some ways to tell. Hopefully you find that in examples. So actually a good example, if hopefully it's written here. Actually, this one is the one with like they sent. So if they ever see they sent me to you, it was probably just means I was sent. If you translate to they sent me to you, you're probably fine. But if you translate they bore him, maybe not really fine. It just means you're born. That's it. Let's go for example. We said j au mask. So they bore you. And then yes, you saved us. He explains here. So let's see for a sentence. Uromi. I forgot about this for now. Au warpif. So they sent him through God. It's actually a man that was sent by God. Oh, a is just probably a wait for relative. We'll learn it later. Don't worry about it. Relative only comes with definite. This is indefinite. We'll learn it later. But a man that was sent by God. Yes, you say the man that they sent him. And then if you actually was sent by God, just say through God. They sent him through God. It just means was sent by God. So you don't read as necessarily they sent him. It would just be was sent. You'll see from context. Let's do more examples. Okay. Let's look at this quickly in here. Some verbs that take t or chi. T is give, chi is take. Sometimes you can actually prefix a word to it and actually makes a full verb. So chi-o, that means take glory, which means be glorified. Don't worry about it now, I think. Talks too much, too much talking. Oh, okay, fun part. Forget about, okay, it has its 3 forms. So finally, more infinitives that we'll learn at the end of every lesson, so you can take them slowly. This is where you have a consonant, O, and then consonant. So consonant 1 and consonant 2. So quote, remember the O, because we de-emphasize the verb itself. So let's actually say, so let's say ep, what ep is, I think, count. So ep, I don't know, ep, mo, I don't know what that means. So you de-emphasize it. Oh, if you wonder what happens here, the glottal stop acts as a consonant. So it just also follows the rule. So op, so quote, long verb. If you want to make it short, you say ket. Then if you want to focus on the last part, you say kotf. So the verb is quote, but you want to focus on the f, so you say kotf. That's where the emphasis is. But if you want to say ketmo, you would shorten the O to becomes an A, and then eventually with a prenominal it becomes a shorter O. We saw that a lot, like sol. I'm not sure if we covered this yet, but sol sil actually becomes sil sil. That means to decorate, and then it'll be like sil sol, or probably O, sil solif. So you see the O becoming an I, and then now to a short O very commonly. Vol, vel, vol, hop, hep, hop. Also, jor, jer, jor. Also a good reason why J should have the same sound, because jor and jer are just the same sound. So it should not be gor and jer, and then jok, jek, jor. I forgot about this for now. Yeah, I forgot about this for now. I don't think you care about the for now. We will cover it, but I don't think we need it for the vocab for this lesson.
Those vowel changes are pretty straightforward, for at least for the verbs in that list. It's kind of nice.
And the one you're gonna say, there's more, but I'm not sure why he's adding them now. We're gonna cover them in the vocab for later. The one with a and other things, and then the m becomes an u. Okay. Looks reasonable. Okay, I think, yeah, we finished. Good part. And we finished on time. Actually, like, not as long as usual. And then the last part, you can always read it, but I don't think it will show up in the vocab, in the homework. That's all. Anyone has any questions? You guys can unmute yourself if you want. Otherwise, we are done. Yeah, it is a long homework. And the infinitives we'll cover it next week. The part of the infinitives that we missed, we'll do it next week.
Cool. Sounds good. Thank you.
No problem. All right, if there are no more questions, you guys can go home early or chill. All right, have a great night.
Sounds good.
Thank you so
You
much.
too.
Have a
Thank you.
good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.